the middle is going to be a big problem for Jeff Horn.
Don't touch that. Take it easy, Daddy. I'm the best ever.
The assassin.
Don't touch that. Take it easy, Daddy. I'm the best ever. Those words have echoed through boxing history in different forms, bold, loud, dripping with confidence. But sometimes confidence crosses the line into arrogance. And when that happens, the ring has a way of restoring balance. This is what happens when you only fought one round in over 2 years. That line was thrown out like an excuse, a reason, a justification. But inside the ropes, there are no excuses, only consequences. At one heated press conference, tensions boiled over between Pascal and Sergey Kovalev. Cameras flashed. Reporters leaned forward. The air felt thick. During the face-off, Pascal tried to humiliate his opponent. He grabbed Kovalev's hat and tossed it to the floor. Smirking, he declared, "I'm not a sheep. I'm a wolf." It was meant to intimidate, to dominate the moment. But once the bell rang, the roles reversed. In round 3, Kovalev landed a clean, crushing straight right. Pascal's legs betrayed him. He stumbled back toward the ropes, barely holding himself upright. The bravado was gone. The wolf was suddenly hunted. Pascal had moments. He fought back in rounds 5 and 6, trying to regain control. But Kovalev's power kept breaking through. In round 8, a vicious series of right hands sealed it. The same hand Pascal mocked before the fight became the weapon that dismantled him. The lesson was simple: talk doesn't block punches. In 2020, Jeff Horn underestimated Tim Tszyu. Horn brushed off the challenge, suggesting Tszyu was only relevant because he was the son of a legend. He spoke like the outcome was already written, but Tim Tszyu inherited more than a famous name. He inherited fire. Early in the fight, Tszyu dropped Horn with a massive right hand. The shot changed everything. Horn tried to recover, tried to rally, but Tszyu kept pressing. He scored knockdowns in the 3rd and 6th rounds, systematically breaking Horn down. By the 8th round, it was over. The young fighter who was dismissed as just a name walked away a star. And Horn learned that legacy isn't given, it's defended. Back in 2007, an undefeated champion stepped into the ring promising destruction. He vowed to make it a short night against Nonito Donaire. The prediction was bold. The tone was dismissive, but boxing is a sport of moments. In the 5th round, Donaire timed a perfectly brutal counter left hook. It landed flush on the jaw. The undefeated champion collapsed. Just like that, everything changed. The referee waved it off. Donaire became a champion. The pre-fight promises dissolved into silence. Shannon Briggs spent months chasing Wladimir Klitschko, shouting at him, mocking him, even forcing awkward moments at press events. "I'm the best," he barked repeatedly. He flexed, he taunted. He tried to get under Klitschko's skin. Klitschko never responded with words, he responded with jabs. For 12 rounds, Klitschko dominated Briggs. He snapped his head back again and again, breaking him down piece by piece. By the end, Briggs' face was swollen, his nose broken, his energy drained. All the pre-fight barking turned into survival. Ben Askren laughed at Jake Paul before their fight. To Askren, Paul was just a YouTuber, a social media personality pretending to be a fighter. Askren smirked during the build-up, dismissing him as a joke. But about 90 seconds into round 1, Paul landed a clean overhand right. Askren dropped. The referee stepped in. First round knockout. The joke wasn't funny anymore. In 2021, when Junior Fa faced Lucas Brown for the WBA Oceania title, the atmosphere felt like a circus. Fa taunted Brown during the fight, calling him forward, inviting punches, trying to embarrass him in front of the crowd. But fatigue creeps in quietly. By round 7, Brown had Fa against the ropes. A series of heavy punches crashed through his defense. A final left hand sent him down hard. Taunts don't add stamina. Showboating doesn't improve defense. John Real Casimero promised chaos before facing his opponent. He talked about knockdowns like they were guaranteed. He almost started a brawl at the press conference. The energy was explosive, but in the 11th round, he was the one dropped by a perfectly timed right hand. He tried to get up. Another right hand ended it. Silence replaced the hype. When Shojahan Ergashev met Mikkel Fox, the pre-fight face-off was filled with shouting and disrespect. But in round 3, Ergashev unleashed punishment that shut everything down. Fox stopped talking. He started surviving. By the time the referee intervened, the message had been delivered clearly. Deontay Wilder once mocked Joseph Parker ahead of their showdown. He talked about strength, about violence, about bringing pillows for his opponent to sleep on after a knockout. But Parker refused to play the script. He boxed smart. He controlled the pace. He avoided the right hand. After 12 rounds, Parker walked away with a unanimous decision victory. Sometimes the loudest prediction is the wrong one. In 2023, another fighter taunted relentlessly during the face-off, trying to provoke a brawl before the fight even started. He wanted chaos early. Instead, in round 2, he found himself trapped on the ropes, absorbing a clean flurry that changed the tone of the night. There's a pattern in boxing: arrogance builds tension, the bell releases it, reality settles it. Rocky Ogden heard trash talk about genetics and nationality before stepping into the ring. His opponent promised an easy win, but once the fight started, Ogden landed a knockdown in the first round. Confidence drained instantly from the other corner. Sam Eggington experienced something similar against Paulie Malignaggi. Words were exchanged. Pride was on display. But in round 8, Eggington delivered a brutal body shot that folded Malignaggi and ended the contest. A single punch can erase 1,000 words. Mark Magsayo faced taunts and smiles from Julio Cella. Cella pointed, laughed, tried to play mind games. But in round 3, Magsayo dropped him. In the 5th, a savage uppercut ended it. Demands Andrade tried to rile up Guillermo Rigondeaux early in their bout, yelling and pressing aggressively. But in round 3, Rigondeaux landed upstairs and followed with a sharp body shot that dropped Andrade. The fight was waved off. Michael Venom Page faced a playful opponent who treated the build-up like a game. But 18 seconds into round 2, Page's brutal right hand turned playtime into blackout time. And in 2017, when Jason Velez mocked Oscar Valdez mid-fight, hands behind his back, inviting punches, the crowd laughed. Until round 7, a thunderous left hook ended the laughter. Again and again, boxing reminds us humility travels further than arrogance. One fighter calls his opponent a boy. Another questions his chin. Another promises a first-round knockout, but when the cage door locks or the ropes enclose the ring, none of that matters. In 2022, Adam Azim was told he was too young, too inexperienced, too overhyped. His opponent called it man versus Boyd early in round 2. Azim landed a sharp right hand that ended the debate. The celebration was loud. The walk back to the defeated corner was longer. If you like seeing arrogance switched off mid-fight, boxing provides it often, because in this sport, the truth is simple. The ring doesn't care about press conferences. It doesn't care about insults. It doesn't care about bravado. It only cares about who can fight, and when the bell rings, the loudest voice usually belongs to the last man standing.